Hello, you are watching Shalom World News. I'm Rudy McLennan coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. Here are the latest headlines from around the world. In Sudan, where fighting is raging between security forces and a paramilitary unit, the United Nations World Food Programme has wound up operations during this weekend. This comes after 3 aid workers were killed in clashes between the army and the Rapid Support Forces. The 3 aid workers were killed in Kapkabiya in North Darfur. At least 61 civilians were killed in the attacks that broke out on Saturday. Meanwhile, Pope Francis has appealed for dialogue in the conflict-hit nation. During his Regina Coeli address in St. Peter's Square on Sunday, the Holy Father said he was following the events taking place in the Sudanese capital, Khartoum, with concern. He appealed for prayers so that weapons are laid down and dialogue prevails. In Ukraine, Greek Catholics celebrated Easter on April the 16th, along with their Orthodox counterparts. In his Easter message, Major Archbishop Sviatoslav Shevchuk of the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church said that the risen Christ touches the wounds of Ukraine. His beatitude said that Christ touches our body today with his life-giving right hand, and that all the wounds will be healed because Christ has risen. In his message, the prelate also thanked Pope Francis for remaining united with the suffering masses of Ukraine right from the onset of the invasion and for sending relief measures on several occasions. In the US state of Colorado, pro-life and Catholic leaders have bemoaned Governor Jared Polis' approval of 3 pro-abortion bills on Friday. They allege that the 3 bills prioritise abortion at the cost of countless children's lives. The new laws prohibit abortion pill reversal treatments, curbs advertising for pro-life pregnancy resource centres, and mandates that insurance providers pay for abortions. It also removes parental notification for minors seeking an abortion. The new law also prevents medical facilities and insurance provider networks from excluding medical professionals who perform abortions. Pro-life Bella Health and Wellness Clinic filed a legal challenge to the abortion pill reversal ban with the support of the religious liberty legal group Beckett. On the 14th of April, the Catholic bishops of the state said there was a strong outcry against the 3 bills. They said the laws were out of step with 63% of state residents who do not support unrestricted abortion. A recent survey conducted by the Economist and YouGov has revealed that most Americans do not agree with children taking puberty-blocking drugs when they face gender dysphoria. 53% of respondents said that they oppose teenagers taking puberty-blocking drugs, and 39% strongly opposed it. 51% of Democratic Party supporters support parents allowing children to take puberty-blocking drugs, while 77% of Republican supporters oppose it. The survey also revealed that 55% of respondents oppose allowing transgender student athletes from joining sports teams that align with their supposed gender identity rather than their biological sex. In Iran, capital punishment cases rose by 75% in 2022, with as many as 582 people being put to death. The figure was released by Norway-based Iran Human Rights and French group Together Against the Death Penalty. The number of executions is the highest since 2015. Most of those who were executed were convicted of murder or drug peddling. 2 inmates in their early 20s were hanged in December after they were found guilty of enmity against God after they were tried in sham trials. Early in January, 2 people who took part in anti-government protests were executed and dozens of others were sentenced to death. On Friday, the Dutch government voted to permit children under 12 years of age who are suffering unbearably to seek so-called mercy killing. The law in the Netherlands already allows children over the age of 12 to seek euthanasia with the consent of their parents until they reach 16. With parental permission, even babies who are under a year old can be euthanized. The Cabinet passed the new law after doctors demanded that the age limit of 12 and above be brought down. With the law coming into effect, the Netherlands joins Belgium, which became the first country to pass a law permitting euthanasia for young children in 2014. The Dutch law states that if the child is not able to give consent, so-called mercy killing can be allowed with the permission of parents in consultation with a physician. Twitter owner Elon Musk has raised concerns of bias in artificial intelligence, citing that left-leaning programmers can use AI to spread lies. In a preview of his interview with Tucker Carlson tonight, Mr. Musk said that AI is being trained to lie. He added that AI was more dangerous than mismanaged aircraft design or production maintenance. Mr. Musk and other experts have been repeatedly warning of artificial intelligence becoming a threat to humanity. In a recent letter, experts sought a temporary ban on research into AI until proper checks and measures are introduced. Pope Francis has defended his predecessor, Pope St. John Paul II, against slanderous accusations linked to the disappearance of a teenage girl 40 years ago. The Holy Father spoke about the Polish pontiff after the recitation of the Regina Caeli on Sunday. He said he was directing a grateful thought to the memory of John Paul II, who has become the object of offensive and unfounded inferences over the past few days. He was alluding to the disappearance of 15-year-old Emanuela Orlandi 4 decades ago. The whereabouts of the girl remain unknown, in spite of several civil and ecclesiastical investigations. Although there are many conspiracy theories regarding her disappearance, there has been very little definite information to have emerged since. It was in January that the Vatican promoter of justice, Alessandro Didi, announced that a new probe would be conducted in response to requests from the missing girl's family. He said that Pope Francis has a strong desire for the truth to emerge. The Washington State House has passed a bill that deprives parents of their right to intervene on their children's medical care in certain circumstances. Senate Bill 5599, which was passed on Wednesday, permits host homes for runaway youth to lodge them without notifying their parents. They also do not need to inform parents if the children are seeking medical interventions. This can include puberty blockers and surgeries. The bill, which now requires the signature of Governor Jay Inslee, says that shelters can be in touch with the Washington Department of Children, Youth and Families instead of contacting parents. The Holy Father has appointed Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the pro-prefect of the Dicastery for Evangelization, as his special envoy to the Third National Eucharistic Congress in the Democratic Republic of the Congo in June this year. The Congress had to be postponed in June in 2020 because of COVID pandemic curbs. The National Eucharistic Congress will be held from June the 4th to June the 11th. The Filipino cardinal was appointed by the Pope to attend the event on his behalf after the National Episcopal Conference of the Congo had expressed their desire to have the Holy Father in their midst on the occasion. Separately, the Holy Father said on Friday that he intends to visit Mongolia this year after his visits to Hungary and France. This will be the first visit of a pope to the landlocked Asian nation, home to only 1,300 Catholics. The Catholic Church in Sri Lanka has accused the police of using the island nation's anti-terrorism law to crack down on interfaith events. Police have been accused of cancelling a commemoration of the 2019 Easter Sunday massacre. According to Father Nimal Jayantha, police prevented them from playing anthems and displaying posters or black flags during a commemorative vehicle rally. Another event that was banned, citing the anti-terrorism law, was a multi-faith feast that was supposed to mark the breaking of the Ramadan fast observed by Muslims in Colombo. There are allegations that the law is being misused by the government to divert attention from the devastating economic crisis rocking the country. Churches in the Middle East have declared April the 22nd to be an ecumenical day for the abducted and the forcibly absented. The initiative, promoted by the Middle East Council of Churches, will pay homage to believers who were abducted. The date happens to be the 10th anniversary of the abduction of two metropolitans of Aleppo, Greek Orthodox Bishop Boulos Yazigi and Syriac Orthodox Bishop Mar Iohanna Gregorios. The two prelates were kidnapped during the height of the Syrian civil war, when the Islamic State unleashed mayhem in the country. On that day, there will be a seminar which will be hosted by Iohanna X, the Greek Orthodox Patriarch of Antioch and the brother of Metropolitan Yazigi. On Saturday, 60,000 Catholic believers assembled in the Spanish capital city of Madrid to take part in the first edition of the Feast of the Resurrection Christian Music Festival. The event was organised by the Catholic Association of Propagandists and went on until 11 p.m. Catholic band Hakuna and singers such as Carlos Baute, Andy and Lucas and Juan Peña performed during the concert. During the event, a message from Pope Francis was read out to all those who had gathered. The event was attended by Cardinal Carlos Osoro of Madrid, Madrid Mayor José Luis Martínez Almeida, and President of the Catholic Association of Propagandists Alfonso Bullón de Mendoza. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow for more, and do remember you can always visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.